Howdy, folks. Everybody hear me okay? Whew, whew, what a morning. How is everybody? Sound and picture good. Excellent. Aha. This will be the first, is it the first or the second live stream with fibre? We now have fibre rather than the old copper. There was a bit of a story getting that in, but that's for another time. There's Dino and Brian. John Pinney, good afternoon to you. Chuck Schreiber, good morning to you. Chuck's in Texas, is that right? Yeah, pretty nasty weather. Moneybrook Junction, hello, Mark. Nice to see you. And there's Lyndon. Hello, Lyndon. And SJ, lovely to see you. How's Denmark these days? Probably the same as we've got. Cold, windy, and wet. You might be lucky, but South Texas, yeah. The old memory, it's still there, just. Finishes at 6. What finishes at 6? Ian Melling, hello there. Nice to see you. Who else did I see in? We have borrowed the weather from you guys. Yeah, we're the buffer. It usually hits us first from the Atlantic and then piles its way on through. Usually Ivo gets the back end of it. But yeah, Denmark's right in there. Pretty evil out there. It went really calm, blue skies yesterday. It was actually quite pleasant, still really cold, but it was a better day yesterday, but it's come back with a vengeance. Hello, Brian. Nice to see you. Signal cabin. Yeah, wet. Yeah, that too. John JMC. Hello, John. And thank you very much for the information that you gave me regarding the bullied leader, which proved problematic. But it's running, I think, as well as it possibly can now. For those of you that don't know, KR Models released the bullied leader. Whistles falling off, wheels falling off. One of these models that re-kitted itself in the box type of thing. Yes, it did, John. Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, I do have the lock programmer, and I did actually get it out and use it. There's Valley's 56XX. That's Chris. Hello, Chris. Probably Wales has got exactly the same as we've got. Nasty wind and nasty wet. Yes, so just behind me, just right there's the Class 40. That now has Lego Man Biff sound in it. I purchased said file from Richard at Roads and Rails. Pretty good service from Richard. It was here in the day, and that's from Leeds. Yeah, brilliant service. So thank you very much to Richard at Roads and Rails for that. I also got a blank lock sound micro for one of the American locos. Mum and Son Rail fans, Tammy and Ray, nice to see you. Survived the first day, getting ready for day. Oh yes, you're at Amherst. Absolutely, yeah. Big show in America. Dara's Locomotive Shed, nice to see you. Nice whistler, and it does whistle. I've had to tone down the volume a bit because it was overpowering me somewhat. So I've toned it down in the CVs. So it should be somewhere around tasteful, but not overpowerful. That's the one thing for those of you that have seen John JMC in the chat. John's pretty good at DCC sound and things like that. And if you tune into his live stream, you will see DCC sound possibly at its finest. So yeah, check out John JMC because John really does know what he's doing. Really nice guy. I have met him at several shows, and he likes star bars. So for those of you that don't know what a star bar is, chocolate bar with like a peanut core. So yeah, they're pretty good. Anyway, yes, so let's get the whistler into action. NC power cap. Recall. There we are. That's some lights on. It goes through a startup routine, so we'll see what that sounds like. I'll just check my my sound levels just to make sure they're okay. I could probably do a little increase. Let's try that. How does that sound? Do bear in mind that I have actually turned this down a bit. Tom Houston, like a marathon. Yes, pretty much. Bit like a marathon. Bit more speed. Todd Armstrong, Trackside Action. Nice to see you, Tom. And Roy Dennis, good afternoon to you. I hope you are well. So there we go. I'm not sure if Dwight Curley's in just about yet. Oh, train work. Good morning to you. That gives us a clue where you are. It's probably in the US of A. And here she comes. Right, I'll just kill the sound there for a while it's tickling around the layout. Otherwise, even in its turned down state, in a 12 by 8 shed, it's still reverberating somewhat. So a further tweak of the maximum sound CV, I think, is probably worth it. How railway modelers, good morning, good afternoon, Andy 81E. How modelers have developed over the years, mega models with sound like, yes, indeed, yeah. Did we ever foresee that we'd get models like this? Bachmann Class 40 with sound that really could shake the room in such a small space. Incredible. Wandan Eisenbaum, that's Eric. Good morning, Eric. I hope you and your good wife and Willie are fine. I did see, what is it, K Guns? Is it Cara, your wife, Cara? I hope I'm right there. Correct me if I'm wrong, Eric. Yeah, so that all went to plan. Obviously, it was a already programmed chip, and I just got Richard done me a printout of the functions, the sound functions that are on there. There was a couple that were wrong, actually, or one noticeable function, which was the cab lights. I got a feeling that the two cab lights on this, because it's got a cab at either end, is just on one circuit, so you couldn't actually separate one cab light from the other. I think they've corrected that on the latest Bachmann Class 40, but when this was produced, it was just one circuit, so the lights are either on or they're off. Now, Roy, I gather you've put out a video. I haven't caught up with it yet. It was a bit of a struggle getting up to the shed and getting everything ready today because of the wind and the rain. I just had to sort of run for it. So I'll be catching up on that later, Roy. But good afternoon to you. H&H Express is hi, who is over in the Netherlands. I said that with my teeth in. Oh, Maura. Hello, Maura. A bit blustery here, so Wi-Fi not working great. Okay, Maura, I can understand that. How did you get on with the storm? Because that obviously hit Ireland first before our lot ever got a see of it. But Andrew D. King, good afternoon. Nice to see you, Andrew. You've also put out a video, which I haven't caught up with yet. So I'm getting a bit tardy there. Sorry about that. But I will catch up this afternoon. And what did Brian say? New channel on Scale Electric. Oh, that's interesting. So strange story there. Anthony mentioned the Dukes of Hazzard Dodge Charger. What was it called? The General Lee, with the Confederate flag on it, and the fact that he didn't like that, and so on and so forth. But also, I believe Scale Electric did one. Must have been about 10, 15, 20 years ago. And it was pretty cheap model then. But now they demand £150. Absolutely incredible. So I'm glad I got that for him now. It's an investment. Yes, not much of an update, but a short 20-minute one. Okay, Roy, I'll enjoy that. So I'll catch up with that as soon as we're done. Jake Jowett, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome in. What have I got running today? The Class 40, the estimable Class 40 with Lego Man Biff sound in it, which I've just turned off at the moment, just to make voice interaction easier. So, Brian, when is your next waffle session? I can't quite remember. Is that next Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I can't figure. So if you'd like to put that into the chat, 8 p.m. next Saturday. Okay, super, Brian. I'll be there for that one. And apparently RGJ is going on before you. Is that also correct? Right. Okay. Daz. Hello, Daz. Nice to see you. Lola has come in and sat on my lap and is now watching the live with me. Okay. That's got to be K9 or Feline. Yes, they start at 6. So looks like we're in for a bumper live stream session from RGJ and Brian at Finnerton next Saturday. Got off quite lightly, in fairness. Oh, well, that's good, Maura. I know a couple of the guys in Scotland got quite a good battering, and I think Northern Ireland got whacked as well. It wasn't fun. 117 mile per hour winds, really strong. And then, of course, it heads off to Scandinavia and somewhere like that, who are used to that kind of weather. But it's not that often we get storms of that magnitude come through. You usually find out if it's a big storm as they'll give it a silly name these days. Anyway, also what I've got here, I've got my set of Southern out, which Dwight Curley has also got a set of these. These are Atherton Roundhouse, used to be kits, but now they sell them as going concerns, already painted. Not that you had to do much in the way of kit building with these, but I have a few ESU V5 sound decoders to fit. Do you have to have a lock sound programmer to read them, or can you do it through Decoder Pro? You can do it through either. It's just that once you've made the initial investment into a lock sound, a lock programmer, and maybe the little board that goes with it, which looks like this, which is a decoder tester. Yeah, once you've made given the outlay, you can then just relax and do it on a screen-based thing like that. It does make it easier. My preference, obviously, because I've got this, is to use the lock programmer. But there is JMRI and Decoder Pro and DCC EX and all kinds of things that can program lock sound. But the lock programmer is made by ESU, and so are the lock sounds. So obviously the compatibility is 100%. Yeah, no problem with that. Anthony Dodge, a very good morning to you. Nice to see you on 2 live streams this week. Obviously, it was tinged with a bit of sad news that we lost one of our community. Yeah, that's regrettable. My heart goes out to the family. It's a tough thing. Yeah, it's just obviously when you're fighting something like cancer, you can either beat it or it will beat you, or somewhere in between. It's quite a nasty, evil disease. The sooner they find a cure for that kind of thing, the better. But there you go. Yes, so I have some Southern, and I will try to get the 460 on the road, because that also has lock sound 5 now. Obviously, this was a blank chip that I got from Richard at Roads and Rails, and I then programmed on from ESU's library a 260 sound from their library, American Locomotive, and doesn't take that long to download. I think the whole thing was like half an hour. It was fairly straightforward and easy. That's one thing about the lock programmer. It's fairly easily readable. Even if you make some mistakes, you can always go back and change it. James, good morning, and I hope you're recovering after your heart problems, James. So I think a bit of rest and relaxation there. As much as you do want to get onto the railway and do as much as you can, just temper that a bit, James. We'd like to have you around for some time, obviously. Right. So I'm going to attempt with the trusty re-railer to get that on there. Joe Raider, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining, Joe. I'm just about to get a, what is it? It's a Bachmann 460. What I'll actually do, I'll get it on over here. And then, sorry, I'm just a little bit out. Let me just zip you around so you might be able to actually see what I'm doing. Right, so here is the model concerned. I've just got to get the bar sorted out. Right, we're in. Okay, that should do nicely. I'm pointing the wrong way. Stupid boy. Right, here we go. There we are. Right, now that should be on. The wires are a little low on this one. So if you can just chat amongst yourself. Charlie, Particle Station. Good morning to you. It's lovely to see you, Charlie. I'm just re-railing this. I got it wrong. It's a 460. It's a Baldwin low boiler 460 in southern colours, southern black. That is, not the green. Mick, hello, Mick. Painting baseball makes you thirsty. Yes, just watch out for those volatiles, Mick. I hope you're using something acrylic. Otherwise, all the windows will be open and you freeze to death. The things we suffer for our art. But there you go. Right. Let's just open that one up. And I will go on to recall. It's number 3. Sounds. Yeah, whistle. Nice and loud, my friends, nice and loud. We'll go into reverse. Just make sure that's working hunky-dory. And as you can see, we have movement. We'll have, right, if I just stop it there. Okay, move it forward a bit. And stop. Right, that looks a good couple of height. Between the first and second cars, that's just holding on between the couplers there. So, yeah, it's that one's a little bit dodgy. So I can't remember which turns the sound on now. Is it 8? Yes, it is. Function 8. We can also have some headlights on. Yeah. And move off. There you go. This is the first time this has been driven in anger, because it's just been on a little section of track with the rolling road. If I point the camera down a little bit, you should be able to see a little bit of the background action. I'll then move the camera down to track level so you can see it a little better. Charlie has learned how to turn on a video. Oh, right, okay. I'll take your word for that, James. Sound value loco. No, it's not, Holly. And good morning to you. Holly's over in Nova Scotia. Am I right there? Canada? It's a Locksound 5 Micro, which is shoehorned, and I mean shoehorned, into the tender with a tiny sugar cube speaker. And it was difficult getting that in as well, because it's only a very small tender. Particles, that's the worst comment you get. Consider yourself extremely lucky. You need to read the previous comment. Oh, okay, I see. There's a catalogue of comments. I get a few of these thumbs downs on perfectly innocent videos. Some are accidental, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Bang Got You Junction, Carl Braun. Hello, Carl. Good afternoon to you. Just running my Dominion of Ocean Liner Designs. Close that. Dominion of New Zealand. Lovely. Yep, Nova Scotia. Lockdown. This is up as high as it will go, Holly. It's only a very, very tiny speaker. And I actually took the entrance to the coal bunker out so the sound could get out a little more. Very rarely accidentally. Sadly, just trolls for people who are demanding something you don't provide. Yeah, that's it's a funny world out there. Anyway, let's get you down. Did I see Robin Grace? Hello, Robin Grace. Lovely to see you. You're probably working, but yeah, great to see you here. I'll get you down onto the track and we can have a jolly look at the locos as they come past. Here we go. Delph Pete. Hello, Delph Pete. Nice to see you. Right, let's try and get that as flat as I can. There we are. Yeah, what can we do about thumbs up and thumbs down? Not much, actually. That's where there's a fair amount of control for the punters. Digger Evans. Hello, Digger. Nice to see you. If you hear the odd bang in the background, obviously the wind is playing havoc with the fences today. And here comes the 460. Baldwin. Low boiler in Southern. So if John from Mystic Railroad comes in or watches this, there's one for you, John. Southern. I'm sure Joe would be keen on this one as well. Nice white wall tyres. The loco was a steel at about 70 pounds. Obviously, it didn't have any kind of DCC sound in it. It was just set up for DC, but it ran fine. And it gives you the capability, because it had an 8-pin in the tender, to expand that out for lock sound. Yeah, some of the negative comments are just looking for reaction. And I think if you don't react to it, then it takes the air out of their balloon, to tell you the truth. Or you can just say something philosophical like opinions vary. Oh, there's Tom from Tom Marklin's Train Layout. Nice to see you, Tom. Yes, it's windy and rainy, but I still have a coffee. Cheers, everybody. Right, I'll give you a blast of the Here comes the diesel. Yeah, that's another good angle on it, Charlie. Just thank you for your comment. And here comes the whistler. Let's give it a thrash. Oh, hello, Heath. Nice to see you. I'm just experimenting with a couple of lock sound decoders that I've been working on. The first of which is the diesel, which sounds like this. And the second one is a Baldwin, American, Southern, which sounds like something like this. Right, I'll just kill the sound of the diesel for a minute, because that still makes the shed reverberate. And here comes the gentle strains of the 460 Baldwin. Everyone blames Heath. It seems the thing to do, but it's not done in a nasty way. It's done in a very brotherly way, because let's face it, Heath is one of the denizens of model railroading worldwide. Sidetrack 77. Holly, do I have the lock programmer to add the sounds myself? Yes, I do. I downloaded the sound file from ESU. There's lots of American, European, British sound files on there. It's a simple map. They're all free. You just download it and then blow it into the microprocessor. Job done. Nice and easy. For those that haven't seen one, the lock programmer. The lock programmer looks something like this. That's it. You've just got some an output for the track or for the decoder tester, and then it's a simple serial and power going in. Whoop. There goes the track rubber. Andrew, this is a pair. It's Director of Civil Engineering. It's one of the specials that Model Zone used to do. And I picked it up for something like £90 for the two at, where was it? I think it might have been Getz, actually. And of course, on the back, there's the LMS, well, in BR colours, inspection saloon. Bought 4 decoders from the US for $30 each. They do not have sound. I think I need to replace it if I wanted sound. Well, as demonstrated here, Charlie, you can actually put your new wine into an old bottle. This had the capability of DCC because it's got an 8-pin in the tender, but there's not a great deal of room in there. So be warned. Yes, no matter which way you slice it, if you want sound in a locomotive, the Lock Sound V5s or Soundtracks or TCS Wow Sounds, they're all going to set you back around £100, £120, $100, something like that, no matter where you are. It's an expensive business, but quite satisfying. It does bring your rolling stock to life. Yeah, $125. Is that Canadian, James? Yes, I think we all suffer the same outrageous price, but if that's the price of things, that's the price of things. Yeah, that's another way of doing it, Pete. There's Paul from Wolfsex Scenics. Hello, Paul. Don't know about the Randy, but I'm definitely Andy. Yeah, the only disappointing thing about this model is the very lackluster headlight that it's got in it. Obviously, there's an LED placed in the boiler, and there's a small acrylic clear light tube that goes up into the tender, and it's not very effective. Do you have any problems with your track, Andy, being in the shed, buckling in the summer, tempted to build in the shed? No, I don't. What did I use to gap them? I used a Stanley blade to gap the track. That's quite thick. It's about a millimetre thick, and I gapped all the track that way, and I don't have any problems. But then I did use the rubber compound copy decks to fix the track down and add the ballast, so it's all flexible. Oh, okay, Ian. Thanks for coming in, and nice to see you. Yeah, I can just give you a little demonstration there, Andy. If you look at the track carefully, I can actually bend it down. I use Woodland Scenics track bed, and I use Copydex to fix that down, and Copydex to fix all of this down. Well, I use PVA where there isn't any track, and Copydex makes it very springy. So that keeps the noise down of the boards underneath, and it also provides a cushioning effect for particularly heavy locomotives. So they're not constantly thumping their wheels all of the time. I think this has been 6 years since all the track went down, so it seems to be holding up quite well. No buckling so far. Obviously, you get greater gaps in the winter, but that just goes with the territory. Yeah, that's true, Tom. You do get quite a bit of bang for your buck with analog. I can switch over to DC and run DC locos, which I often do, but I'm either running DCC or DC. Yeah, most sound locos, if you buy them obviously complete, you're looking at the high 200s, £300 now, and that relates to dollars as well. It's an expensive hobby for that kind of thing, but you can still go around and get a bargain occasionally. Lord Al at Dragon Junction has got some very, very good bargains just by keeping his head up and being aware of what's around him. Yeah, it's good to do it that way, Tom. So you get more bang for your buck. If you do get a DCC, you can use it. If you do get a DC, you can use it. There's a lot to be said for it. Yeah, it did take quite some time getting the chuffs correct on this one. It's CD 57 and CD 58 to set the chuffs. Ah, there's Christopher at Secura Denta. Hello, Christopher. I'll try, Pete. I'll try. Uh, Snowstorms in northern Florida. Can you believe that? Yeah, crazy weather. But that's Mother Nature for you. well chuffed to just put up a video covering Pontefract, so that should be a good watch for later. Obviously, I'll be doing a bit of catching up on videos. For those that tune in to Dwight's show at 7 o'clock UK time, I'll be there a little later on. Yes, I missed that one too. Hi, I'm sorry about that, but I will get to it. Oh, well, that's good, Tim. And good afternoon to you. Nice to see you. Well, there's Dwight Curley. Hello, Dwight. Nice to see you, man. There's your Southern coaches. And Andy March West. Hello, Andy. Nice to see you. Right, let's have a few diesel sounds as well. Try this for size. Yeah, quite a noisy one, that. Fly Mode Chairman. Hello, Adam. Nice to see you. I hope you still have a roof on your house. Cool, man. Travel. Yeah, that's right, Tim. It's just getting the sound level to a point where you can actually stand it. But there's always the off button. You can always turn the sound off. Okay, Andy, thanks for coming in. Always a pleasure to have your company. And I'll catch you soon. Yeah, I'll bet your bins went walkies fly mode. Yeah, Graham, good afternoon. It's a Baldwin low boiler 460 in southern black colouring, pulling a southern. I think these are overland coaches, but yeah, this was from a blank lock sound decoder with one of the ESU free downloads popped into it. Nice and gentle. Right, let's grab you from trackside and pop you back on there. Well, ladies and gents, thanks everybody for coming in. I'm going to have to run to the house now to relieve myself and grab something to eat and drink. Many thanks to everybody that's come in. It's always a great pleasure having your company on a Sunday. I believe Doncaster is in 2 weeks' time, so I shall be attending that on the Saturday. Obviously, Pete knows, so I'll see you there, Pete. Yeah, it's probably very AM for you, Holly. Great to see you, and thanks for coming in. And thanks everybody for coming in. It's always a great pleasure. 40 in at the moment, which is incredible on a Sunday, and 33 likes. I'm very, very grateful to you all, and I will catch you in the streams. I've obviously got a bit of catching up to do today for Roy's video and various others that I've missed, and High's video, of course. So I will be watching those and commenting as usual. For those of you that are going to Doncaster, I will see you there. And we'll have to try and figure out a spot to meet, Pete, at a certain time. We'll see if they've got some kind of feature, like a full-size loco pulled in or something like that. And I'll catch you there. So thanks, everybody, for coming. And I'll say Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, and happy trains. So take care, everybody. And I'll see you soon. Adios, amigos.